Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. I hope you guys are having a happy Friday or whatever day it is, whatever time it is when you're seeing this video. Thank you again, new subscribers, for joining us, and definitely old subscribers who've been here all this time. Thank you so much. And definitely thank you to those of you who've gotten a personal reading with me. I really enjoy doing the personal readings. I especially enjoy doing personal readings. So thank you guys again. Let's see what you need to know right now. What does someone need to know at this time? Wow, that is great. So whatever's going on, maybe you have your eye on some sort of prize here. It says success. There's like success coming. And whatever this is right around the corner. A breakthrough is at hand. So whatever you've been waiting for here is about to come in. Nice, like big time. And then here we have the rainbow blessings. Someone is achieving this because you continue following, like what lights you up. It says following your bliss. You may have been divinely guided to change things up, to focus more on yourself, to focus on things that brings love into your life and brings happiness into your heart. These are the kind of things that are bringing you success and blessings. I feel like someone here has spent a lot of time in gratitude, even when it was difficult. Yeah, surrendering, even when it was difficult, surrendering to the journey here. So you might have gone through some unexpected experiences, but they were meant to be. You were meant to learn something from them. Especially with the lantern here, makes me think of the Hermit card. Definitely like gone through something here that was meant to teach you some sort of lesson. And you're kind of being rewarded. Some of you, these lessons were difficult, and you're kind of being rewarded for accepting that and experiencing that and staying strong. Yeah, a breakthrough. Reaching your destination is coming out right underneath this breakthrough coming through. So you're right around the corner. You're right around the corner from this. For some of you, success means to you having your own home or like moving. Some of you, I'm literally getting like your goal is to buy a home or something like that. Or even move. Some of you, your goal is to like move to a specific location, a specific city or something like that. You're very, very close. I'm literally like thinking of this butterfly being over here near this tree and just down this winding road. You're there. Yeah, interesting. Hold the Course came out in reverse. That's why it's something keeps telling me to like remind you that there might be just a few more twists and turns. I keep being drawn to these like curvy roads here. These little curvy roads off into the distance. It's giving me like just around a couple more corners. Maybe someone feels like you're about to give up, or maybe you should change your course, change what you're doing. Don't change what you're doing. You're definitely somebody needs to know that, like, it really is right around the corner. Yeah, again, somebody here, this journey that you've been on, whatever you went through to get to this point has been kind of difficult. I can tell that. I could tell, I know I said that earlier. And then this is this reminder here, you are strong beyond measure. So you're stronger than you think you are. And I really feel somebody here has definitely kind of been challenged to the core about that. This could be why. This could be why some of you, you're at that point. And you've probably heard this a million times, but a lot of people will say that that moment when you're about ready to give up is right when those blessings come in. And I feel like that's probably what's going on with whoever this energy is for, whoever I'm talking to, with this hold the course in reverse. You're being guided to keep going some direction that has become really difficult for you. Maybe you're not, like, you're struggling to stay happy. Part of why you're having these feelings of disappointment or whatever this is because yes, your journey has been difficult, but there's a reason behind it. And what's going to help you relax and move into peace is accepting that this was some sort of lesson here. This was some sort of lesson that you were meant to go through. I saw that already when this card came out. And then this card came out here on top of it, talking about how strong you are. Your lesson could have actually been simply to make you understand how strong you are. That could have been something that you brought as a soul lesson into this lifetime of feeling really weak, feeling like people walk all over you or allowing people to walk all over you. Part of what your difficulties have been is just to show you that you have the power. It says stepping into power. You have the power and you are stronger than you think you are. So there's an important reminder here, especially as you're getting through these last little, yeah, we have death on the bottom. This is a death and rebirth cycle. You're almost there. So part of like putting to rest this energy is going to help. And this is a lot. This is success. This is blessings. A lot of times when you see a rainbow, there's definitely some sort of like abundance or a situation that's going to bring a kind of joy, especially with this love here. Something that's going to send you like over the moon, over the top. I'm really drawn to this little ocean scene at the bottom of her hair for some reason. So again, some of you might be traveling somewhere. Some of you might wish to maybe live in a destination like that is well known for being next to the ocean, something like that. This blessing is going to allow you to do this. This is giving me like over the moon kind of blessings here. But this is part of what needs to happen. This death and rebirth cycle. That really means that even as difficult as whatever this journey was, this ending was, this experience was, you put it to death really by accepting it. You just truly accept it. You truly accept that you signed up for whatever this was before you got here, because it was meant for me, because it was for my highest good, because it taught me and everyone else involved a big lesson. And we all knew that, and that's going to help you maybe kind of release whatever this energy is that's putting you like this. I don't know why, but for some of you, I just heard psychic lessons. And to be honest, even though I've been doing this for a long time, I don't totally understand what that's getting at. For some of you, this had something to do with some sort of psychic lessons, which almost makes me think spiritual lessons. But it's also making me think this is someone here, or you are someone who has some sort of psychic gifts. And somehow that was like being blocked or being attacked or like clouded, like you needed to move something out of your way to enhance these gifts. There's something here, if I'm talking to someone who does have some sort of psychic ability or spiritual gifts or whatever this is for you, maybe something unique that not everybody else has or shares. A lot of the experiences that you went through, maybe even starting in childhood, again, are contributing to these feelings. Like you're starting to feel, you're feeling heavy, and you're starting to get overwhelmed by what happened here because it needs to be transmuted, which is that death card, that death energy. It's, I accepted what this is. I processed all these feelings, this pain, this struggle, and I turned it into strength. I turned it into new beginnings. I turned it into all these things. I turned it into wisdom, all of these things. So there's something here about even maybe some struggles that you've had ongoing through your entire life. They were actually leading up to this moment, to this point. That message could be specifically or especially for you if you've been noticing some sort of enhanced spiritual or psychic gifts kind of coming to the forefront recently over the past year or two. Yeah, purpose. It is a part of your purpose. That's what I was just saying. So literally, I understand. I'm feeling why this energy is like this. And I want to tell you, you're definitely not the only one. You're definitely not the only one who went through an experience like this. This is something that's been like long and difficult for a really long time. And that's part of why it's weighing heavy on you. But again, this was part of your purpose. This had something to do with awakening some sort of gifts inside of you. It had something to do with learning some sort of huge lesson over your soul. And now you're right around the corner from everything that's like all the blessings that are meant for you. This right here, these two cards, navigating by the stars and surrendering to the journey. And this is definitely like a divine guidance through here. It's divine guidance to go in the direction that you've been going in. So definitely don't stop now. That's like someone here wanting to stop before the finish line. Yeah, here it is again. This is that death and rebirth cycle. Endings are merely beginnings. And in your case, they're really telling me that it's something that you kind of need to put an end to. I mean, they are assuring you with these blessings here and this triumph that whatever struggles and difficulties you went through are coming to an end. They either have already completely come to an end or are coming to an end. But this death is more about your acceptance here, because again, this acceptance over what you experienced and what was so difficult. Someone feels like they've been betrayed many times. Someone feels like it's a lot of disappointment. It's a lot of sadness. maybe in friendship, close relationships. I'm almost getting an energy of like, this was unexpected. I can't believe that every experience or every relationship has turned out like this. There was a reason for this. Yeah, it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. This is exactly what I'm saying. This no longer assists in your, whatever you're believing about this situation this came out in reverse. It says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Came out in reverse. So this here is again with all this energy, with this acceptance, with this death in this rebirth cycle. Someone's feeling like really down. Someone's like blaming themselves. Someone feels like giving up. Again, you are being guided to hold the course. Even though you feel like you don't want to hold the course anymore, you are being guided to hold the course. So let's see, what else do we need to know? Not these. What else do we need to know about this? What else do we need to know about this energy? Yeah. God, this reading got really heavy. I don't feel, this isn't giving me an energy of someone like wanting to give up, like deeply give up, like give up on life. This is giving me an energy of someone who wants to, maybe you've been doing something that you've been divinely guided to do for a while, and you're starting to feel like it's not really paying off or something to that effect. Give me just a second. Let me see if I can fix this camera a little bit. Okay. This is giving me like something you were guided to move towards or work on. You've been doing it for a while. That's funny with this guilt, because this sacral chakra here is connected to feelings of guilt. And it's not really the same as, it's not really the same as like, oh, you're guilty about doing something. It's more about this. It's more about what comes along on this card. Beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. It's like negative things you've been taught about yourself, negative self-talk kind of things. It can be affecting your creativity, affecting your courage, affecting your longevity. There may have been part of a reason. Again, this part of this journey you went on had something to do for many of us. A lot of people in the Divine Collective recently closed a cycle with like a relationship that didn't serve us. This person coming out in the reverse was very much karmic. This was a karmic lesson coming out next to contract. I know, again, a lot of you have heard this, especially out of me a lot, but this is just confirmation for you. This person was a karmic. This was a karmic contract that you were kind of aware of. Maybe you put yourself in a really negative or disappointed state. But again, this is over with now. This contract is over. Underneath this is peeking out merely beginning. So you have a new beginning at hand. Patience. I feel like really with this anxiety coming out next to patience, it's that you need to be patient with yourself. It's funny because you may even be getting anxiety about this shift, about this transition. And I almost feel like this is just another lesson for you. You, again, if you're someone has some sort of gifts, You're very highly connected, spiritually advanced. You're sitting here feeling anxious about this shift, about this ending in this new beginning. You're even feeling anxious about, well, when do I see the transition? When do I see the full effects of this last difficult cycle fully closing and seeing these blessings in my life? And now I feel like part of what's happening is you're literally being guided or tested to stop feeling like this, to accept what happened, to stop feeling anxious. I'm almost getting with this that the longer you sit in this energy, the longer you're going to sit here and be patient, waiting on this new beginning. That's not for everybody, but that's definitely coming through. And that kind of lesson is no joke. So you have some very, very deep spiritual lessons over your life. Yeah, you're going through this kind of lesson here with this because they want you to feel confident again. This is going to give you confidence to sit in this unknowing without feeling anxious, with knowing that everything is turning out perfectly, that this was meant to be, that you become a better person, that instead of sitting around having this anxiety, this in-between time, that you're sitting around being excited, knowing that your blessing is coming, giving yourself positive self-talk about how strong you became, or thinking about the things that you learned wisely. Yeah, because this is your new blessing. And for some of you, you already know that, again, that this is coming in. You know that this is coming in, yet you're still, you're kind of blocking it out with this love in reverse and this anxious energy. This is giving me something about you being in charge of shifting in and out this energy. Shifting out when you accept this lesson and truly release this energy of this karmic contract. It shifts out automatically. It shifts that out. It closes that cycle, that ending. It reverses this energy into the upright. And that's part of what brings this in. This person coming towards you could literally be an earth sign or a strong earth sign placement, but doesn't have to be. Other than that, the energy of this is just someone who's really, they're doing well for themselves. They're very grounded. They're very stable. Has a lot of common sense, whoever this person is. I don't know, but I just heard it, so there it is. And this is like meant to be soulmate kind of energy. Get out our last deck and see anything else that needs to come through with this reading. Anything else we need to know about this? That's funny because it flipped. It like fully flipped. So that's you coming out as the Empress. But again, this is this energy we're talking about. 7 of Wands. This is part of this here. You have some sort of like almost giving me boundaries, but you put your boundaries up too high. You're like blocking out everyone and everything. It could be just because you are focused on work, or you're someone who's using work to kind of block out love. And yeah, this right here is literally giving me, you're someone who's using work to block out. Like this person has a cup, has an offering for you, and you're like, I do not care. I do not care for your cup because you're so focused on work or whatever this is. So I'm definitely talking to a feminine, a divine feminine in the Empress energy. So you are right where you need to be. The only issue really is that you've got your wall up too high, basically. Yeah, this is your justice. This person, this situation coming in is your justice, and they really, your spirit team is really kind of, they're, like pleading. They're pleading that you put your wall down. They're pleading that you even put the work down a little bit. That's too much. I'm not going to take it, but I did see Ace of Pentacles. So you might know too that you have some sort of new opportunity, or you're working on a new business, a new finances, something like this. Some sort of financial opportunity is coming in. You may know this and you're more focused on that. But what's funny is every time that comes through, Spirit is more focused on you getting into this connection for some reason. Yeah, here this is. This is this energy again. They want you to get out of this energy because your justice, it's like time for you to actually reap your blessings, and you're the only person blocking the moment when it stops being what it was in the past and starts being this new thing here that's full of love, full of everything you could hope for, full of some sort of travel or move that you always hoped for. All of these like blessings coming in. It's this justice coming out right underneath the Empress. This is definitely your time, and they really want you. We have Eight of Cups in reverse. This Ace of Swords in reverse, this is normally about like the truth of a situation. And earlier we were talking about acceptance. So this is really, again, what this is. It's like someone here hasn't fully put this energy to rest. You haven't fully made peace of what something is or has become. And this is really you walking away from some sort of betrayal. But because it's in reverse, it's not really that you haven't physically walked away from it. It's this Five of Cups energy. Five of Cups is really kind of like hanging on to the feelings that it caused you. Hey, they call it crying over spilled milk. It's saying like the darn milk is gone. Like wash it away. And this is what this is. This is someone who really, whatever this person or this situation was, or this long-winded situation was, for some reason you're letting it kind of replay over and over again, or you're hanging on to the pain, or you're hanging on to some sort of fear. This could be as simple as like overcoming fear. But again, this Ace of Swords in reverse is that acceptance. Accepting the what, the when, the why, the where. Why did this happen? Let's see if I can get, I feel like I need to pull an advice card with this reading. Let me grab these real quick. Spirit, what advice do you have for whoever this energy is for? You'll know this is for you, because I really sense a divine feminine here who's, you may even have like maybe some workaholic energy, and I'm really getting, not that that's always a bad thing, especially if you love what you do, but this is giving me an energy of someone who's using work really to tune something out, to tune out that you still feel this way, that you still deeply feel this betrayal. You feel like even though you walked away from it, it's still very much in your energy. And this is why this patience is here. Some of you maybe have literally been getting signs about patience. Like, oh, okay, I just need to wait a little longer. I just need to wait a little longer. I'm getting someone here is waiting on themselves. You're causing yourself to be patient. And it's just because it's time to, at the very least, accept why this situation occurred. Accept what this is. And it really occurred, again, for you, for your betterment. And sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow depending on how difficult a lesson was. But again, whoever you are, I'm getting like, you know, it's in there, you know, and your spirit team kind of wants you to look at that. They want you to spend more time looking at that right now than overworking or whatever this is that you're doing. Yeah, manifesting miracles in reverse. That's what I was saying. This patience, that you keep thinking you're being patient, like you're just waiting. You're waiting on perfect timing. You're waiting on spirit. And there's kind of a bit of a chuckle with this, that really it's you were waiting on you all along. Or if anything, they're waiting on you because they're being patient with you because they can't deliver you some sort of new beginning, some sort of blessed new beginning, because this energy here is not aligned with this. And the reason this is just simple written in the books, law of attraction. Just the things that are written. That's just to keep it easy for some of you who kind of understand that. And what this is they kind of tell you when you're studying law of attraction that to align with your blessings, you need to be in this energy. How is this blessing going to make you feel? Let's for example say it's a pot of gold. It's the pot of gold at the end of the tunnel. How is that pot of gold literally supposed to make you feel? Because if it's supposed to make you feel happy in the upright, but you are unhappy, you're not aligned with this blessing. That's what this is saying. And they're saying part of how you can turn that around is simply by spending some time getting out of this energy and accepting the truth of this. This was like a karmic lesson. This was a karmic lesson with this contract here. You and this person knew you were going to go through this when you got here. Or these people. Some of you, you had a karmic lesson with a lot of people around you. And again, those are for part of those special divine collective that you had extra special spiritual challenges and lessons. Yeah. Spiritual support. Maybe praying. For some of you, praying is going to help. If you would amp it up. I'm getting you're someone who does that anyway. Yeah, transformation. This is definitely what this is. That is literally like a pot. This person is carrying a glowing pot, like a pot of gold. Excuse me. This person has your pot of gold that you want. So I feel like you're someone who prays anyway, but they're saying right now, through this transition, through this energy you're trying to come out of and again transmute into something more positive, into feeling, you're already feeling, you're not feeling this anymore. You're not feeling this pain anymore. You're feeling blessed. You're feeling like you grew. You're feeling lucky. You're feeling all of these things. That's where I'm not even going to say want, they need you. They need you to be there, because that's how you can kind of break this spiritual barrier, break this like veil between them and us here in the 3D realm, that they can push through and hand you this pot. That is so funny. Oh my gosh, I just got goosebumps. I was just about to say, for some of you, you're literally like, after you, when you get right in the right place, after you transmute this difficult energy that you're carrying, I was just going to say, some of you may literally go to sleep and you're going to wake up into this new life, in this new blessing. And it's not, I mean, within reason, okay? It's not a movie where you close your eyes. What is it, like that 13 going, was that 13 going on 30, where they have a sprinkle dust and she wakes up and she's in some high rise? I don't really mean it like that, but so close to that it's not funny. Like, you wake up that day and everything's different. Everything's different. Like, you get a bunch of checks that you're getting phone calls about this thing that was owed to you, you know, just like all your blessings. Someone, and then here this is, someone's like literally gonna go to sleep. This person's sleeping. Someone's literally going to sleep one night, and you're gonna wake up and your blessings are gonna be dumped on you. Every phone call is good. Every piece of mail is good news. Every text message you get, you walk into a promotion that day at work, whatever it is, someone's literally going to go to sleep one night when this energy is aligned. That transition is going to happen. That is amazing. I still have freaking goosebumps from that. Yeah, focus. This is confirmation. This is confirmation for your message. They want you to focus on this. They want you to stop tuning out with this like workaholic energy. That's not for everybody, but sometimes a workaholic is someone who so deeply doesn't want to look at some sort of pain going on in their personal life or whatever, that they just work more. They just I know about this because I've been there before. In my early 20s, I went through a rough breakup, a rough heartache, and I just started taking up I was working everybody's weekend. I was working nonstop. I was just collecting paychecks. This is that workaholic energy that I'm talking about. Someone here is doing this, and they want you to focus. They do not want you focusing on workaholic energy right now. They want you to reshift your energy. This is also giving me this unconditional love coming to you from spirit. There are a lot of people who are watching over you right now because of this difficult transition that you're going through. And because of this difficult journey or experience, whatever this was, I'm not even getting, even though this might have been the catalyst. This is definitely like a karmic relationship with a person. This might have been a catalyst, but honestly, for your energy, I'm getting through. This is someone who you had a lot of betrayals. It was a lot. It was a lot of different relationships where people close to you betrayed you, or you weren't picked, or you weren't this. It was a lot. You got effed over at work. It was a lot. So there's a lot coming with you, for you. There's a lot of spiritual. This is coming out under spiritual support. But because it's in reverse, I'm getting this energy you're in is like you're even tuning out like the love and the healing energy they're trying to send to you. They're trying to give to you. They've probably even been trying to get your attention about this workaholic kind of energy coming through. Let me get one more for you. Yeah, and here you are. This is where they want you. Peaceful warrior. Peaceful warrior with this lion. Okay, this is a stamp of courage. Lions often represent courage. This is where they want you. This is where you're going to be. This is definitely where you're going to be after you. Again, their best advice for you right now is to start with accepting. Some of you, even though you feel like you accepted the what and the why this happened this way, it's like, again, I'm getting these layers of things. It's not even just this one person, which you already forgave, you already moved on from. It's this other thing, and then this other thing pops up, and this other thing, and that's where you start to feel defeated. And that's where you start to feel this disbelief. This is what they're wanting you to do. They're wanting you to understand there's a reason why you went through this, and it's so you can be this person, so you could have this stamp of courage, and because you may even be very specifically like a spiritual warrior, especially with that message coming through earlier about spiritual gifts. I just saw 4:40:33 on the clock. So this is definitely a semi-specific message, but I hope it reaches where it needs to, and gives you a little bump on your journey, because you are right there. Other than that, thank you guys again for being here. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you again next time.